Welcome back to One Bag, One World. My name is Bree. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be talking about something super important for this season. This is my women's one bag resort clothing video. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the key pieces I bring with me every time I go to Cancun, Southeast Asia, any kind of beach trip basically. These are the staples in my attire and probably will be for you too. So let's get into it. The first thing that I'm going to be talking about is probably not a surprise considering how much I care about sun protection. I'm from Colorado. Right now we're living in Florida. The sun is always out. Your skin is always burning to a crisp. And it's very important to, well, just cover up. So I carry two things with me usually, whether it's going to Mexico on a boat trip, sometimes even just walking around the downtown area, which is where we live. This is your sun protection hoodie from Kathmandu. I want to say it was like 130 bucks USD, which is a little bit pricey, but I also have a cheaper alternative, which is from O'Neill, maybe. I got it at an outlet mall. I think it was like $30. Please just bring something with you for sun protection. It doesn't even matter if you plan on wearing it most of the time. Even if you just bring it with you and stash it in your purse, I don't care. It's important. I even have a third option on the way from Roxy. I got it on Amazon, so hopefully it's real. But it's about $40. It's a zip hoodie. You can also wear them when you're diving or snorkeling, because I don't know if anyone out there has gotten their back burnt to a crisp when you're snorkeling, but it's one of the big things that I hated about just wearing my swimsuit in the water. On to the next. This might come as a little bit of a surprise because no one's really considering bringing a jacket with them on a resort vacation, but it's important. Bring it for airplane, bring it for the AC that's no doubt kicking in your hotel room, bring it for any unplanned weather. It's just good to have something, and if you're gonna have something, you might as well have something that packs down and is super light and doesn't take up any room in your bag so you don't have to feel bad about bringing it. This one is from Wool & Prince. Thank you, Wool & Prince. They did give me this item for free, which is so nice of them because it's $180. However, I did shop with them well before I even considered making this video, and it's a great company. They have great products. This has been amazing. I wear it all the time. I've worn it to the gym. I've worn it when I flew back to Colorado. It's super lightweight and it packs down to absolutely nothing. It also comes in black, blue, and purple. You really can't go wrong with fun colors. This one might also be a surprise. This top I got from Target and it's from this most recent season, and I think it was like 20 bucks. I'd like to have cheaper alternatives on this channel because let's face it, not everyone can afford Patagonia or items from REI. Obviously, we'd all like to shop a little more sustainably, but I don't think it's fair to completely eliminate some of the fast fashion that you find at like Target or Shein. Life's expensive. So if you find something that makes you feel good, but it's on the cheaper side, grab it. I have a little bit of a hard time finding strapless shirts. So when I found this one, lifesaver. You can wear it with jeans, linen pants, a skirt, many options here. And speaking of Target, I did pick up some pretty cheap, super light pants from there. What can I say? They're super cute. If you're going to a place that's kind of hot and humid, you're gonna wanna wear light clothing in general. If you go to TJ Maxx, they have like $20 options for this, but if you wanna go on more of the upscale end, there are linen pants that cost like $200. And I wish I had that money, but I don't yet. So until then, these are from Target as well. Again, about $20. They look so good with basically everything that you wear. I wore these several times when I went to the Turks and Caicos. If you haven't watched that video already, go check it out. And I loved it, huge fan. Now for the fan favorite. If you've been a part of the travel community for a while now, you've probably heard of the Kosan travel dress. I have had this one for a couple years. I originally bought this pattern, which is kind of like a red floral. I got it and I didn't love it on me, so I decided to get the black dress, which I have somewhere but I cannot find. So I'm going to talk about this one today, but it's the same one. So this one got really big on Kickstarter, and after it got its funding, it hit the market with a pretty big splash. Why? Well, it's got amazing material. You can wear it, I believe it's like one or two ways. It has buttons so you can like make it shorter or longer, etc. But the most important part is that it has pockets. It has a hidden pocket and it has two side pockets. And you know how we women love our pockets because we don't get them. But I will say, a couple things I did not like about this. I didn't think it was particularly cute on me, so I actually didn't bring it with me on the world trip. I brought it initially for the first leg and then I left it with some friends. And it's because it just wasn't the vest. I mean, what can I say? You think you're gonna wear a dress on these like backpacking trips to Asia, but then you don't. That's why I wanted to keep it for the resort video, because I have worn this to resorts. I just didn't want to necessarily carry it around with me in a backpack for a year and a half to 2 years. Didn't make sense. Overall, it's a pretty good dress. I don't love the price of it. I think it was like $120 or so. Bear in mind, this was a couple years ago, and since then, Kosan has been acquired by a company called RYU. I've not shopped with them, but for the most part, I do like Kosan travel gear. Speaking of Kosan travel, this is the skirt that I bought many moons ago as I was preparing to go travel the world, and I was so convinced that I was going to bring it. But leading up to the trip, as I did some of my final pack outs and really started to gauge how much room I actually have for clothing, I ended up leaving it behind. But I don't leave it behind when I travel to resorts. So first of all, why did I leave it behind when I traveled the world? Long term, I just didn't see it being that necessary. I almost always opt for shorts over skirt or dress, for example. So I would have rather had more shorts as opposed to a skirt. So a skirt taking up that vital room for me just kind of didn't make sense at the time. However, it was kind of a key option for Southeast Asia because of all the temples you have to go to, and all of the temples you go to require that women cover their knees. But honestly, I was just gonna end up wearing pants, so I ended up leaving it behind. But don't sleep on this skirt because of that. It is super cute. One thing that I love about it is that it goes with most tops, as long as they're like crop tops, kind of like this one. And it definitely goes well in terms of like a beach swimsuit cover. And it has one pocket, but it's in the back, and I kind of hate the back pockets that are like on your lower back, because really, what are you gonna put in there? I have no idea. Credit card, cash, if I'm reaching for it, it's just gonna be super awkward all the time. Kosan, again, does come out with some pretty decent travel stuff. I'm curious to see what RYU does with the company. Okay. So these are relatively new additions, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to say thank you to Quince or Quincy. I hear the pronunciation two ways, so please someone correct me. But they reached out to us to see if we would review a couple linen travel pieces for them, and I love these guys. This review is completely transparent, I promise. They gave me two pieces. One is a dress and one is a jumpsuit. I love them. I wear them all the time. Again, I live in Florida. It's hot, it's humid, but these two are chic and I love them. Starting off with the big one, this is the linen dress. Linen comes with wrinkles, just lean into it. It's all part of the appeal. So this one has a really good upscale, elevated look to it. Très chic, goes with just about anything. The only thing that I don't like is that I don't necessarily love the belt that came with it. I think it would look better with a different one, maybe a different color, but overall, it's not bad. 10 out of 10 would get again. Here is the linen jumpsuit. I think you can dress this up magnificently, but it does take a little zhuzhing because the top is a little flowy, and by that I mean it kind of sticks out a bit, so it's hard to determine what kind of bra you can wear with it, but fear not, I have a solution for that as well. This is the secret sauce. I am not sponsored by them in any way. Actually, technically, I'm not sponsored by anyone. They just give me pieces to review. I discovered this online when I was looking for a bra without any straps, so like a stick-on bra. What I didn't like was a lot of them you purchase and you stick on, and then they work that one time and then you throw them away. It's super annoying. Why am I buying them for that? So I discovered Cake's Body. I think they were like 40 bucks, but I decided to give them a try under the promise that you could essentially wear them and then you wash them with like hand soap, you let them dry, and then they stick like brand new again. I love these things. Seriously, go and check them out. If you are wearing anything that requires a bra, so my bigger breasted ladies out there, go and try them. It's life-changing. So this is essentially what I wear with the linen jumpsuit, and it looks fabulous. On to what you're probably gonna end up wearing most of the time, because if you're at a resort, usually you just kind of live in your swimsuit, which is great. But if you have to get up and go to the bathroom or go to the beach bar, or go get lunch or something like that, most people would wanna cover up, or at least me. So I have two options here. And let me be clear, I have no link for either of these. You're probably not gonna find these exact ones in the States. I got this one in Morocco, for example, and I got this other one for $5 in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, actually, at the night market. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna Google kimono cover up. Same thing, they go with everything, guys. And I'm talking like jean shorts and a tube top, or maybe a long dress underneath it, or yeah, just a swimsuit cover up. These are so fantastic to have, and they're uber cheap if you find them in the right places. Last but not least, in terms of clothing, shorts. Who doesn't bring shorts with them? They're so important. Now, I actually got these at H&M in Austria, but the point is, H&M is everywhere. They were like $30, and I've definitely got my money worth out of these. I feel like I find one good pair of jean shorts, and as long as they fit, those are the only ones that I ever wear. So The point being, yes, it's fast fashion, but they look good on me and I feel good in them. So go and grab shorts, you're gonna wear them all the time. I'm gonna move on to accessories, or just a couple of them, because really it doesn't matter as long as it makes you feel good. There are a couple of key things that I always bring with me though. One of them is, again, kind of a beach cover up. You can use it as like a, is it sarong? Sarong. You know, the cover around your waist. Super cute. And I also had this with me when I was traveling to cover my shoulders for temples. I used it as a cover when I started to feel like I was getting burned at the pool. You can use it as a really cute headscarf. Possibilities are always endless. Please just go and get one. Every woman needs to have one of these. By the way, I got this in Turkey. I don't have a link for you, but you can find them anywhere. Ah, and my favorite, sun protection. Again, it's important. Please do it. So I always bring this hat, which I've had with me for probably like 6 years now, but they still have them at Costco. I wanna say this is SPF 50 or UPF 50, one of those. But it's cute, it's chic, I love it. I wear it all the time when I'm out downtown here in Florida. You can dress this up really easily, and I think it was like $20. You can also find a bunch of cute options on Amazon. Bring a hat with you, please. And of course, sunglasses. Guys, I got these at TJ Maxx. They were $10. If you find the right shades for your face shape, it can change your look entirely. So please go and play around, bring your partner with you or a friend with you, ask him which ones look good on you. Who knew that the oversized would end up being my best look? And in terms of shoes, I have two options here. One of them is obviously gonna be a little more dressy and probably not as comfortable. One is not as dressy, but very comfortable. I'm sure all of you recognize the Birks that I took with me when I was traveling the world. Look, unpopular opinion, I think these look pretty good with pretty much anything as long as you dress it up enough. I also think they're very comfortable and comfort over style most of the time, especially if you're going to a beach vacation. On the other hand, if you're looking to dress up, no judgment, I also dress up on occasion, not very often. But I got these from Crown Vintage, AKA DSW. I think they were like $40. Anything that you can bring with you in terms of like a dressy sandal is gonna be the way to go. But notice that these don't exactly pack down. That is all I have for you today. I hope all of my lovely traveling ladies got some really good ideas for your resort one bag. I will do my best to post some of the links below, especially for Quince woolen prints as well as some of the Target items I found. But happy vacationing out there, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.